Welcome. It's Domain Day from cheapwinefinder.com. Another wine to talk about, another wine review. An inexpensive one from ALDI, of all places. It's the Violet House Monterey County Red Blend 2019. And this is a wine that seems to come out every year about this time. I didn't see it last year, but that was a weird year. 2017 vintage. It had this really weird label. It was an illustration. They actually paid an award-winning illustrator of a forest with these weird fur people who had antlers just standing there staring. It was actually I think they made it for the Halloween. It comes out in Halloween, and they made it for that. And I have a link. We did the review 2 years ago about this time. And I have a link with the picture of the bottle on there. And this one's got a Mexican Day of the Dead, kind of slightly embossed skull, very nicely done with kind of like tattoo styling on it. And all the hearts and everything around it in violet. And it's a black and white and violet skull. Looks good. And it's only, the 2017 was $8.99. This is $7.99. And it's made by a family-owned winery out of Monterey County who does, basically, if you see a wine that says Monterey County on it from Trader Joe's or Aldi, it's a good chance they made it. I don't know the blend of this thing. They don't tell you anything about it. They say it's a unique blend, and let me read the back of it because I have some quotes. The unusual can be extraordinary, and the unique blend stands out with complex structure, ripe tannins, fresh red and blackberry aromas, and blah blah blah, and that it all has. And I also thought I got a little bit of a olive aroma and some slightly vegetal flavors in the taste. Sometimes Cabernet Franc can do that. I don't know if it's in there. It was weird. I mean, it tastes great. It was soft and smooth and deep, and it was soft and smooth, but had personality. I mean, wasn't just this soft, smooth, nothing there. There was a little bit of interest there. Not a lot of tannins, not a lot of acidity. It wasn't overboard in any sense, but it tastes really good. And for $8, and it's got a skull in the label. I always say, and it's true, that I never had a bad skeleton skull wine, and that's kind of a joke, but it isn't a joke because I'm gonna take a sip. They don't accidentally put a skull or skeleton on the label. I got a feeling that they know that people who are drawn to that kind of wine like kind of bold, smooth, rich wine and red blends, and they're not fussy. They're not looking for classic anything. They're looking for a good tasting wine. They're not a stickler for tradition because they're buying wines with skulls on it. They want something that's fun to drink. And that's why I like wines that have skulls and skeleton on the label, because it's probably something fun in the bottle. And that's kind of like, we talked one time in another podcast about how you can tell a wine by the label because they are beckoning you. They're beckoning their audience. They want you to drink their wine, and they're not trying to lie to you. They want you to know that, hey, if the wine's kind of a classic wine, the classic label looks like something from the 60s, it'll be a classic wine. If it's maybe in a fun style, it'll have a fun label. If it's spicy, it might have, like Spanish wines will have Spanish art on it, and it'll be, that's kind of, it'll tell you it's new and exciting. If it's not, maybe it's traditional. Wine labels tell you a lot, and you can buy the Violet House Monterey Red Blend for the label because it's a Halloween party. Go ahead and buy it. It does fit the bill. Could have another sip. But it drinks great. It's really rounded on the mouth. Not sweet. I'm not getting a lot of oak on it. You know, sometimes you get chocolates and things. I got a little bit of caramel. A little bit, not a lot. A little bit of vanilla, not a lot. But a lot of ripe red fruit. Maybe black cherries and maybe blackberry. And I got some cola. Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. It's very dark. Very dark. Which means it's probably got some Petite Sirah in there. That's one of those grapes that you put in a wine to make it dark. So I'm not sure what the blend is. They say it's unusual. And if you're tired of the usual, maybe this will be what you want. So that's, I think this is the last of our Halloween wines, unless I stumble across something. We'll just start heading on for the holidays. I had the glass in my hand, so I took another sip. So that's it for me. We got more coming up. I think I'm going to try to get some sparkling wines early on, just so people can start to get a little bit of a head start on all the different sparkling wines out there. And I think I've been skipping white wines for a while, so I'll maybe do a deep dive into some interesting white wines. And there we go. So keep it cheap. Like us wherever you like your podcasts, if you will. And stay warm. Stay safe, and it'll be a couple days and we'll be talking again. So adios. Bye-bye.